Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I wanted to talk a little bit about my law school update. This is my second time applying to law school, and both times I have struggled a lot in the sense that the schools that I really was interested in weren't really responding the way I wanted to. And I wanted to give you guys some feedback and talk to you a little bit about my experience and how I'm feeling. And I'm really interested in also making videos on how to apply to law school. So as of 3 weeks ago, I was still waiting on 3 schools, or I still had 3 schools in my mind. I was waiting on Santa Clara, which still had me in the committee. I had been waitlisted at Davis, and I had gotten my acceptance from Golden Gate. And then 2 weeks ago, Santa Clara reached out and gave me the rejection letter. It was an email, and I was very upset. They had kept me in committee since November, so it was quite a bit of time, and I honestly thought I was going to get in. It was my dream school here in the Bay Area. I was so excited for it, but sadly it didn't happen, and it was weird, but this happened the first time around too, that I got a lot of rejections, and I was okay, I was coping, and then it would always be the one that I really had my heart set on, and last year was Georgetown. My numbers definitely weren't up to par for Georgetown applicants, but I still wanted to try. And this year was Santa Clara, and even though I knew with the 3.0 and with my LSAT that I would be on the lower rung of applicants, I really wanted to, try it. And it was my dream school. I think that the rejection that I received from them really broke me. I had a moment where I really questioned whether maybe I should just wait and apply again. Maybe another cycle would help me. Maybe getting experience would help. But at the end of the day, I know that I want to be an attorney, and law school is means to an end. I want to have my JD, and I want to work in law. Right now, I'm focusing on my last 2 options, which are Davis and Golden Gate. Now, with Davis, I'm kind of kicking myself about this right now because I decided to try a little social experiment, and I applied to Davis with the same application I did last year. I didn't tweak letters of rec or my essays, and I just wanted to know if it was really me or if it was the committee at that time. So I felt really strongly about my essays, and everything was a solid depiction of who I am as a person. So I didn't really think much of it at the moment. But now I'm really kicking myself for it because it's giving me anxiety. Waiting on a wait list is ridiculous. It's horrible, and it's made me wonder if maybe Davis isn't meant to be for me, and if they had really wanted me, they would have just taken me right away instead of putting me on a wait list. And I don't think it's fair that, I give money to Golden Gate as a deposit, and then Davis will turn around and say, actually, we do want you, but we're going to give you less financial aid. And then it's just going to put more weight on my shoulders. I think making that choice will be hard because I love Davis. I think it's a beautiful school with beautiful programs and clinics, and they have a lot of resources, and it's a very peaceful environment, and I really like the city for a graduate program. It's upsetting. It's also upsetting knowing that law school is expensive, and no matter where I go, I will go into debt. But if I got off the waiting list at Davis and they didn't give me much money, would I take it just because it's ranked higher than Golden Gate? There's so much to weigh, and I don't know. I feel like I put myself in this situation. I'm in this mess because, I took a few weeks to apply to law schools. I thought the deadline was later on in the cycle than it actually was, and so a lot of the applications I had pretty much ready to go kind of sat there for a little bit until I come to find out that the date was actually different. And so I wonder, had I applied a month earlier, would I have gotten in? Would I still be on the wait list at Davis? And it's just hard. It's hard to think of a lot of what ifs, and I do get anxiety, and this process has given me anxiety, and it's the hardest part, I want to say, the whole application process. If any of you saw my birthday vlog, then you know that Golden Gate accepted me on my birthday. They gave me a really generous financial aid packet, and I feel like that's partly because the name of my school, my GPA, and the new dean. This I think will be the dean's second year at Golden Gate, and I think he's really pushing for big financial aid packets to attract students. The issue that I see with Golden Gate is that I will have to commute. Number one is its ranking. Compared to the other schools that I applied to, its ranking doesn't compare as strongly, and that I'll be commuting. For the other schools, either I was going to move closer to the school, or I was going to, drive to the closer ones. But San Francisco is very expensive, so I don't plan on moving closer. I plan on taking Caltrain or BART, but who knows? I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle that. It's a long commute every single day. So I'll try it for the first semester, and if not, I guess I'll have to pull loans, to help me with rent and whatnot, with living expenses. But it's hard knowing that I could have saved more, honestly, but even if I had been a little smarter with my saving, it's such an expensive endeavor that you have to really be sure about wanting to go to law school, and honestly have a support system in your life, and have some financial backing, that you've either made yourself, or be prepared to take loans. And it's so difficult. So it's a hard time. It's a hard time to experience all this. And I'm first generation, so even though I do have friends who have gone through the process and are in law school themselves right now, and I know, a handful of attorneys, not a lot, but it's never the same. And I know for my children it will be different, but right now for me it is a difficult time, and there's just a lot I wish I had known. And I know, 5 years from now, I'll be able to look back on this video, and I know I'll be somewhere and I'll be happy and I'll have my career going. But as of now, it's a hard time, and it's a difficult time. Waiting on these law schools is difficult, and not knowing where the next few years of your life could take you is a difficult thing to have to endure. And I know it'll be worth it. I do. But right now, I don't know. I'm not patient at all. So this waiting game is very difficult. And I will definitely keep you guys updated with the rest. But yeah, I plan on making more videos that are a little more detailed on the cost of applying, and my tips and recommendations, and just how to prepare to apply to law school, because it's just hard. And the worst part is that people say that this is the easiest part. Getting in is the easiest, and then first year will be hell, and then 2L and 3L, which is the second and the third years, are still difficult, but a little bit more manageable. And I don't know, it's definitely toughening me up and making me a better and a stronger person, but man, it's pushing my buttons sometimes. I have a few friends who, my God, I don't know what I would do without them. Yadira being one of them, one of my hermanas from Berkeley, my friend Easer, my parents. You really need a support system to keep you going, because it's hard. But I hope that I can be supportive to all of you too, if you ever choose to apply to law school. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.